What's up, guys? It's Peter2776. I'm doing a quick review on the Paranoid Android. This is actually the latest build, the 2.99.8 version that came out on December 6th. I've been running it since its release, and it's been absolutely amazing. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you this ROM and show you how unique it is from other ROMs. So first things first, we're going to go to About Phone. We're going to see this is the Galaxy Nexus GSM model. It's running on 4.2.1, which this ROM is based on. It's a stock kernel, and obviously, like I mentioned before, it's Paranoid Android 2.99. In specific, this is 2.99.8. So off the bat, you may see how unique this is. The status bar, I'm running it on a, let me just show you right now actually. It has one of the options under customizations right now, under hybrid properties. I'm currently running it on the Paranoid Android colors. So this one will add a little bit of color for each app that you open. I don't see that it's working for every app, but for some important ones it is. So if you use your phone, you will notice that the status bar changes to black and blue. If you go to WhatsApp, that's a green app, so you'll see the status bar changes to green. And if you use YouTube, it themes it to red. So you'll see it right here. So I think that's pretty cool, pretty unique. It doesn't crash the system. Obviously, Project Butter is in effect, so everything is going to run buttery smooth. Apps will open and close in a breeze, and you'll see the transitions are just extremely quick. So I haven't had any forced reboots, any forced closes of apps. It's a stable ROM. Battery life is amazing. If you're using it constantly, you're going to get about 5 to 6 hours of constant use. If you're using it as a phone, you're going to get a full day off a full charge. So let's show you the features from 4.2.1 that are obviously incorporated. You get your single swipe down for notifications. If you hit the top right hand button, it'll bring you to your toggles. Of course, with 4.2.1 you can also access them with your 2 swipes down. Now these are actually functioning toggles, and what I mean by functioning toggles is if you were to turn off your Wi-Fi, you can do it with just a click of a button, instead of having to click this and then go into settings and then turn it off, which is what happens with the stock version. So pretty cool that they've incorporated that. Obviously with 4.2.1 you're also going to get your swipe keyboard. So I'll show you how that works. I mean, there's zero lag whatsoever. Autocorrect is amazing, and the more you use it, the better it is. So I'm not typing anything in specific, just wanted to show you how it works. The lock screen widgets are in effect, so if you turn it off and turn it back on, just click the button there, you will see right off the bat that you've got your widgets working. And you can add more. As more developers jump on board, you're going to see that there's more options that will become available. And what else? Oh, then we're going to move on to the additional Paranoid Android settings that you're going to get. Now, there's an option here. These are the customizations for it. You're going to see an option for themes. You can download compatible CM10 themes. Now, I would say they 90% work. You'll get the UI customization changes, and you'll get the icon changes, but I noticed that the status bar changes didn't work. I'm not sure if it's just a compatibility issue or they're just going to fix it in the next ROM. Lock screen, you get your option to add shortcuts. Now, I've already added shortcuts. I've got MX Player, Torch, and your Google Play Music ready to go. So I'll show you how that works, because it is different from other ROMs. You normally would access it by dragging this into an allotted option, but in this case, the shortcuts appear right here. So if I go to MX Player, let me just click on it properly, sorry. There we go. You go to MX Player, it'll open up the app right from the lock screen, which is pretty cool. You don't have to drag into anything. It's just a simple touch. Same with music, for example. You hit it, and you're going right into your music app. So that's pretty cool. And the other customizations that you get that are working right now is obviously the option to change your hybrid themes. Now, I'm running the first option right here, which is called PA Colors. So like I said, every time you go into an app, these status icons will change based on the color theme of the app. You can go back to stock UI, that way nothing changes, it'll be just like your regular phone use. And they've got the phablet UI and the tablet UI. Now, tablet UI wasn't working before. I'm going to see if anything happens now. So I'm going to go to the tablet UI for the middle theme. and this should give you the this should change the status bar to look like a tablet. So there we go, it is working. So as you can see, all the settings are now at the bottom like they would be on a tablet. So that's pretty cool if you want to make the most of the real estate on your apps. And obviously you get access to this, to your app switcher. Now, one cool thing with Paranoid Android, and it's something they've also changed, is you can kill all your apps with a single button. But what I've noticed they've done with the latest build is that it'll kill all the apps except the last one that you were running. I thought that was a bit weird at first, but now that I'm used to it, I'm thinking that's pretty cool. So if I kill all these apps, it has a cool transition. Settings is the last app that I was in, so it'll keep that app live unless I actually want to kill it. So it's pretty cool. I like that you can do that. Now another thing is, when you first get your phone, you're going to notice a couple of things like your settings, your Gmail, email, and your Safari, and even YouTube will all be set up to tablet use or tablet UI, which I kind of, it has its advantages and disadvantages, but I personally don't like it. So I'm going to show you how you can change the settings on apps individually. So I'm going to change my settings on the phone. If you go to your Paranoid settings here and go to apps, you'll be able to change the system look for the settings to look more like the phone, like it should be, at least the way I like it. So by default it's at 250 or 251 for the DPI. I'll switch that all the way to 320, which makes the font, I believe, a little bit bigger, and you can change this from 3.720p to 1.360. Just apply the setting and hit OK, and when I go back to apps, you will see I no longer have the split screen. Instead, I will have the single screen option. Now this is the way I personally like to use it, but I mean, everyone's choice is individual, and you have the option of doing that per app. And moving along, other customizations that this offers is for the status bar. You can choose how you want your clock to show, whether you want it on or off, your AM PM style. You can show your notification count if you want, and you can customize your you can enable or disable the tiles that you want to show under the quick settings. So you can add location, synchronization, and more. So that's pretty cool. Overall though, I'm saying this is more worth it for you based on performance alone. It's going to be stable, amazing battery life. It keeps true to the 4.2.1 settings and just improves on them. And battery life, as I mentioned before, is amazing. So if you guys have any questions whatsoever, leave me a comment and I'll reply to you. I'm going to add the link to where you can download this from. It'll include the G apps, it'll include the ROM itself, and a GPS fix. The only thing I would definitely suggest you do is update your clockwork mod recovery. I did it first without doing so, and I got additional folders that I didn't need. I updated my recovery and it fixed all that for me. So update your clockwork mod recovery. Some people would say that they recommend using twerp. Again, as long as you've got the latest version, it's fine. And if you're coming from anything that's not a 2.99 build, you would obviously want to do a factory data reset. I would do that regardless. I mean, I don't know, that's just the way I like it. I like a fresh install, so I do a factory data reset, but you don't have to if you're coming from a 2.99 build and above. So hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know. This type of ROM and other developers are obviously going to give the Galaxy Nexus a very very long life, as I'm sure this is capable of supporting many more software updates to come. So if you guys have any questions, leave me a comment. Hope you guys liked this video. Hope I was able to show you some of the features that you get with it. And yeah, until next time.